Hey, it's Arlen Schweiger, editor of CE Pro, and I'm here with Jazz Almanla, founder of Wolf Drapery, to chat about their place in the motorized shades and window treatment market. Jazz, thank you so much for joining me in CE Pro.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Great. Well, first off, Jazz, what can you tell us about Wolf Drapery and why you're getting into the custom integration market?
So, we've been doing this for years now locally for integrators in Miami. We have our own drapery workroom. I've had it literally all my life. And what we've been doing is helping the local integrators finish that final part of the window treatment where, they're already buying, Lutron shades or Somfy shades or from Crestron as well. They get the drapery tracks, and then the designer or the client comes to them and says, okay, but how can we pick fabrics? How can we, get the drapes made? And everybody looks at each other and shrugs their shoulders and says, I have no idea. You got to figure that out on their own. And in turn, what happens is, other shade companies or other competitors are being brought into their projects. So we've been super successful with local integrators where they know they have the source where they can get their motorized tracks from, motorized decorative rods, custom drapes, Roman shades. We've made it super easy. We've spent 2 years developing this online platform where all you have to do is just plug in your specs online, and we can get this for you fairly quickly. And we have guys here that are buying 100 grand in curtains. All these multi-million-dollar homes. When you have 30, 40 curtains in a house, you're able to add good profit margin to your bottom line. Everybody knows window treatments is the next frontier for everybody to really start making margins on their projects.
Absolutely. We're hearing that all the time now. The lighting fixtures on the lighting side, and then the complementary shades and window treatments on that side really work hand in hand. And as you mentioned, especially with the types of properties that our audience deals with, it can add up in a hurry to very
Yeah.
profitable
And
projects.
everybody wants to go to that one-stop shop. They don't want to hire the AV guy and a shade guy and a curtain guy. They want to go to one person.
So let's talk about the Wolf Drapery product line and the features that you have. What are some of those that anyone can choose from, and the different types of fabrics and other materials?
So we try to make it as simple as possible. There's mainly two kinds of drapes in the industry. There's either a ripple fold, which is kind of like a wave that just goes in and out and goes on with buttons. So it's super simple to install. They're little snaps, and you snap it to the top of the track and you're rock and roll. And then there's pinch pleat, which it's a little more tedious because you have some pins that you have to hook on there and hook them onto your track, but equally as simple. It's not rocket science. So it's not programming a network. It's not setting up a whole Crestron system. But you log into our portal. Once you become a dealer, you have full access to all the products. Select what kind of drape you want. Give us the size. We ask a couple questions like, what kind of hem do you want? What kind of fullness? What kind of overlap or butt master on your drapery track did you specify for your client? We'll tell you exactly how many yards of fabric the designer or the client needs to provide, and we give you a price right then and there. You can place your order, ship us the fabric, and in 15 to 20 business days, we're sending you a finished drape. And
Well,
we're also here to help with procurement of fabrics. If they need some, we can always help facilitate that. But then we're also able to do the motorized rods, the Roman shade kits, and any of the accessories that they may need for the drapery process.
right. I was going to ask you about integration with whole home systems and platforms, motorization versus manual. Tell us exactly how the drapes get connected to the rest of a dealer's project.
So we specialize in knowing exactly the way the Lutron and Crestron tracks and Somfy tracks are made. So we know exactly how to make the drape around that curtain. So, but we also know how do you integrate it? What parts are needed to, integrate these motorized tracks with the automation systems? And we've worked with all of them. We've worked with Control 4 and Crestron. We're working on partnerships with all these companies as well. So facilitate everything and make everything easier. But we also sell Bond Bridge. That makes it super easy to connect any radio window treatment to an automation system, as well as Somfy's Tahoma kit. And then if you're a Crestron dealer and a Lutron dealer, you know what you're doing and you know how to connect that. But we're always here to help, and we have wiring diagrams ready to spit out to show you how to do everything.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. What and in terms of the motorization, do you produce your own motors? Do you use an OEM
We
from one
provide
of the others?
yeah, we provide motorized drapery tracks from Somfy, Lutron, and Crestron.
Excellent. So, Jazz, you mentioned that you're doing this right now with local integrators. What is sort of the grand plan then to roll it out and distribute it to, the rest of the country?
So that was the idea of the Wolf Drapery website. So we worked 2 years in developing the platform just to make it super easy. Everything's online. Nobody wants to be calling up somebody to figure out a price or wait a week to get a quotation back for something. It's all completely instant and easy to do just straight from the website.
Excellent. So, along those lines, I wanted to ask you how you support integrators who are either new to Wolf Drapery or maybe new to draperies in general, because maybe they've been dealing with motorized shades and lighting already, but haven't considered the curtain aspect of it to it. So, aside from, the online configurator and all that stuff, are you planning on doing trainings? Um, do you have the tech support already up and running?
So
What are some of that?
So as an integrator myself as well, I've been in the industry for at least 15 years now. Um, we know the ins and outs of the automation systems. We know how they connect, how they work. So it's really simple for us to just, if somebody picks up the phone and gives us a call, we can walk them through any of the aspects of that and give them the best practices on how to do everything. We're going to be putting in some video tutorials on our website as well coming up really soon, show you how to measure, how to install everything, how to connect everything. But a simple phone call, and we're here to help whenever they need.
With that, Jazz Almanla, again, thank you very much for joining us at CE Pro, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the future.
Thanks for having me. This was fun.